This is Cary Artac with Artac Advisory. I'm producing a short video that is timely regarding the S&P 500 and the fact that we've been in a sell signal for a couple of weeks. We've got a secondary sell signal now for the last few days. And the reason I'm putting it out is I just want to sort of give kind of a cautionary flag for the commodity traders, in particular the grain traders and even the livestock traders. We've got over the last few weeks longer-term buy signals in both corn, soybeans, and wheat that are being challenged right now, particularly in corn and wheat, and possibly eventually in soybeans, although that's a little bit premature to even consider that, given the fact that the soybean market is well above its breakout resistance now support, well below the market at 947.5 November contract. But let's talk about the S&P itself, because if it continues south, as I'm expecting it to, it should continue to drag crude oil prices south, and it may actually jeopardize some of these longer-term buy signals we're seeing in the grains. I don't want to go so far as to say the livestock markets, but they also may show weakness over the coming weeks that may at least test long-term support, if not jeopardize the longer-term bullish dynamic in those markets as well. If I could go back just a bit and take a look at the S&P 500 weekly continuation chart. This is on page 2 of my daily S&P 500 newsletter, which is now the December contract. Several weeks ago, we pushed through and settled above this long-term ascending, really decade-long channel top, and we held above it for about a week before falling back to settle below it. That in itself, the unwillingness, if you will, for this market to sustain strength following such a long-term buy signal is in itself a sign of near to mid-term weakness. And following that, I was mentioning, following the settlement back below that long-term channel top, I'd mentioned this as a possible 3 to 5 week target, which would put us into later October. And I still hold that, especially in light of the fact that several days ago, we settled below an intermediate channel support that on Thursday, December 24th, is at 33.39 even. Now, I'm recording this the day before, and I'm not going to get into how this changes by the first trading day of October, for instance. It's at 33.69. So in the next week and a half or so, it's at 33.69. That gives you a sense that it's rising. I think it's about 6 points a day, and this is our target, 29.47.5. That I'm expecting over the next 2 to 3 weeks, where, I might add, the December contract can not only bottom out into expiration, but the broader market through the rest of the year. From this channel support, the market could stabilize, rotate higher to new highs over the following several months. But the reason I'm bringing this up is I think you need to watch the S&P 500 and its effect in the broader commodities, because they are now showing weakness. They're not rejecting yet their long-term buy signal in corn or wheat in particular, but corn and wheat, December contracts both, are presently testing long-term support, this after eliciting longer-term buy signals over the last week, 2 or 3. And so I just want to leave you with that. I'll let you digest this as you may. It's just more of kind of a red flag. With the S&P 500, we do need to get up and over this 33.39 formation to stabilize the market through the rest of September. And following that settlement, I would expect another test of this 34.78.5 formation. That is the second level we really need to get up and over on a weekly basis. We could over the next few weeks, in which case the market will show strength then into later year. And I would expect those broader based commodities, corn, wheat, soybeans in particular, to then resume what has been, what is expected to be a sustained strength into later year. And that is really all I'm going to leave you with for this particular video recorded Wednesday, September 23rd.
So do yourself a favor. Fill out the free trial form on this website. Take that 2-week test drive. You have nothing to lose and much to gain.